Today, we're going to talk about marketing your glamping business. Marketing is one of the most important aspects of your glamping business. In fact, it's one of the most important aspects of just about any business in the world. When it comes to marketing, it means visibility. And without visibility, you're going to struggle to have a business that survives, never mind thrives. So, what are the most important things to do with marketing in your glamping business? So, as you probably know, we own glamping sites ourselves. And the single most important thing that we did, that we can look back on retrospectively and say that is the main reason that our business is where it is today, is social media. We started our social media, in fact, before we even got planning permission accepted. We'd started our pages before, I think we'd potentially even submitted the planning application. And because of that, we had a really big following by the time planning got accepted, meaning that from there, we could have people follow our journey, which meant that people had an affinity to the project, they had an emotional connection, enjoying the project from start to finish, and a lot of people were desperate to book in by the time we opened on day one. Now that's so different to most other businesses. They would potentially start their social media either when they get planning accepted or when they've started the build or potentially even finished the build and they're open for custom. And that means that they have very few people that are actually ready and waiting to book, whereas we had several thousand on Facebook and Instagram by the time that we actually opened, meaning that we had a very high occupancy from day one. On your social media accounts, we would recommend that you have some really high quality imagery and videos on there, potentially edited like this one is. Beyond that, some great content, keep it consistent, post frequently, and ensure that it's engaging with your potential demographic of people that are going to come and stay with you. I'll not go into too much depth in all that sort of stuff because it does go down a very big rabbit hole, but feel free to reach out and have a chat and we can talk about demographics and stuff like that beyond this video. Beyond that, some great call to actions are great on the majority of your posts. I wouldn't say do them on them all, but if you can link to your own website, which we're just about to speak about, or something similar where you're putting them to a high value place from that post, that would be highly recommended. So, I mentioned websites. Social media is fantastic at gaining a following and bringing people to somewhere, wherever it may be, and that somewhere is definitely a website. You want to have a website that's available for people to come to via your social media as well as other places like search engine marketing, search engine optimization potentially, all these other different marketing techniques to come into your website, come and see how great you are through what we would recommend as a really strong website that shows your brand image, shows great images of the site, what it looks like, and potentially even a walk around video, or we've got on our own website which you can see. Give us a shout for the link if you'd like to see it. We have a Google 360 degree walk around, so you can walk through the site on Google Street View and see exactly what's inside. So yeah, we would recommend a really strong website that ultimately points to the booking page on the website to ensure that the people that come in through social media and all the other marketing channels end up on the booking page and ready to book a stay with you and come and have a great time. Once your site's open and you have people coming to stay, you definitely want to try and look for people to pass on recommendations for the fantastic site that they've come and stayed at. You can potentially ask them to give you reviews on Facebook, TripAdvisor, things like that, and beyond that, recommending to their own friends. You'll have all done it yourselves. You've gone to a restaurant or a hotel based on a friend's recommendation. Recommendations are one of the strongest forms of marketing possible. They potentially don't have as wide a reach as something like social media. However, a recommendation is one of the strongest possible things to potentially having other people from somebody's inner circle or outer circle coming to stay at your site. So what are the three most important things when it comes to marketing your glamping business? Well, social media is probably number one. It is so strong at getting potential customers to you and getting you in front of potential customers at mass. Beyond that, having fantastic content through videos, images, really high quality stuff, not just taken on your iPhone. Get some professionals to do this, and show how good your offering actually is. Number 3, recommendations. Recommendations, as we've mentioned, are one of the strongest forms of marketing in terms of people actually following up after they've heard or seen about it. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope it was useful, and you can read more about marketing in the link that's in the description of this video. Thank you.